Okay, many of you will be applying to university and you will be working on writing your personal statements. What I'd like to do today is I'm going to give you some tips and advice on how to write a good personal statement. And I'm going to show you an example of my own personal statement that I wrote back when I applied to university myself. I'm going to give you sort of the basic skeleton of a good personal statement and also questions to ask yourselves when you're doing it. So if you've written your personal statement, use this video as like a guide to sort of change or edit it. If you've not written one, then use this video to get started. Okay, so what you're gonna need, all right, is you're gonna need something to take notes on. So get that out now, yeah. So either take notes on your phone or whatever you know, your jotter, whatever. But make sure you do take notes because this is gonna be useful. Okay. Okay, so first of all, the first thing is I'm gonna show you just kind of quickly the sort of skeleton of a personal statement. Okay, so a personal statement looks sort of a personal statement looks kind of like this. Okay, what I'll do as well, I'll link this document and also I'll link the other document. I'll link both of them on so if you're watching this on TikTok, I'll link these on my YouTube channel. I'll link them just in the description. And it's School for Geniuses if you're on TikTok. Obviously, if you're on YouTube, just click on the description and you'll see it. Okay, so in terms of your personal statement, what a personal statement is it's you telling the university why you specifically should be accepted into the course versus the other 1,000 people that apply. Now, the way that what you really want to do, okay, if I boil down this advice, what you really want to do is you want to show that you are extremely interested in the course that you are applying for. Okay, you want to show that you are very interested, passionate, very into the course that you're applying for, and that you are, that's number one. And then number two, you want to show that you are currently doing things that would make you go in that are leading to being sort of successful in that course. So for example, you're doing work experience, you're doing like learning online, you're taking sort of free courses, you're doing things that are basically, you're reading books, you're doing some things that are aligned with that course that demonstrate that you're taking action right now that would make you a good student in that course. That's number two. So interest is number one, and then being serious or being sort of what's the word? Showing that you're actually capable of sort of doing the work, that you're not just talking. That's number two. And then number three, what you want to show, okay, what you want to demonstrate is where it is that you'd like to go with the course. So what it is you'd like to do in the future. So you want to have that in mind, okay? And you're going to mention this in your personal statement at the end, and I'll show you just exactly where to put all these things, but this is just in the beginning, just to give you sort of a big picture of what you want to aim for when you're writing this. You want to show exactly where it is you're trying to go once you complete this degree, or once you complete this college course, once you complete this qualification, what it is you want to do it for, where it is you're trying to get to. Because if there's only a certain amount of positions in the university or in the college or whatever, work in the apprenticeship, me as being me as a boss, yeah, me as being the head teacher or the head recruiter, the head person in the department, the head person in the company, if I'm looking for someone to join me, I'm gonna be looking for the person that's really interested, yeah, they're really dedicated to what I'm doing, the subject or the content, whatever the course. They're really hardworking. They're showing that they're actually taking action. Yeah, so I can depend on them, that whatever I'm going to teach them is going to be useful. And number three, that they have a vision, that they're serious, they're committed, they're dedicated, and they're trying to go somewhere that what I have is going to be sort of helpful to them. And that's going to result in sort of good outcomes for everyone like involved. Okay, so keep that in mind, yeah. Three things: interest, action / like serious dedication, And then number 3, long-term plan. Okay. Now, in terms of the actual layout of your personal statement, what you want to do, okay, is you want to lay it out sort of like this. Begin by saying you're applying to the course because you're interested in, okay, and you can use this document as a sort of like a note board, yeah. You can put like your ideas and then fill out after. So why are you interested in this course? What is it that interests it about you? What is it about the course that interests you in it? What is it? Okay, for example, if it's psychology, why do you want to do psychology? Is it because you want to know about social interactions? What is it specifically that you're interested in learning? So that's number one. Excuse me, number one. Then what you want to do, okay, is you want to now here's like a little cheat code for you. What you want to do once you've done that is you want to go to the course page. So you're going to pick 5 courses if you're applying through UCAS. If you're not picking 5, just go to the courses that you've picked, the homepage. Go here to the course content, okay, and have a look. All right. Excuse me. Have a look, okay, at what the course will cover. So for example, here, Psychology 1B covers sensation, perception, cognitive psychology, social psychology. Whatever course you're picking will have its own page. Okay, now all you want to do, all right, is you want to quote some of these, okay? So you want to quote social psychology, and what you do, here's a little cheat code, is you say, I am very interested in specifically learning about social psychology, or I'm very interested in learning about cognitive psychology. Now, when you do that, what that does, okay, for the person who's the one who's reading your personal statement, what it does is it makes them say, oh, they've actually read the course. Oh, they're actually interested in coming to our university. They're interested in studying this course. Now, excuse me, a little pro tip. What you want to do, okay, is you want to make sure that ideally all of the courses you're applying to, you want to make sure that all of them have your main course in the title. So for example, if you're really interested in psychology, if that's what you want to study, you want to make sure that all 5 of the courses have psychology in the name. So psychology and this, psychology and that. What that means is when you're writing your personal statement, it will be more focused. And also when you're writing your personal statement, when you get to this part with what you're picking in terms of what you're interested in learning, when you get to this part, it will be more likely that all the universities will be teaching sort of the similar type of stuff. Okay, it just makes your statement look really good, basically. Okay, so that's number 2. Yes, you want to say, here's what I know about the course, and you want to mention it. I'm really interested in learning this or that. Yeah. Okay, good. Now you get to the next part, which is why are you suitable? Okay, why are you suitable for the course? So here, what you want to mention here is you want to mention, okay, what you've done, what you've been doing to get you ready for the course. Yeah, why you would make a good student in this course. And what you want to mention, okay, is any work experience, any books you've read, anything that you're doing that specifically relates to the subject. Now, what I'll show you very quickly is an example. Here is my own personal statement. This is when I was applying for my teaching qualification a couple years ago. So if you notice, right off the bat, okay, right off the bat, I mentioned exactly everything that I was doing in order to try and prepare, not just for the course, but in order to try and like become a good teacher, yeah, which is ideal. So it's what I was saying here. If you look, what I said was I've spent the last 6 months spending all my time either learning about English or teaching it, and this is all true. None of this is a lie. So I basically showed them that all of my time, okay, was dedicated to teaching. Basically, everything I was doing every day was dedicated to teaching. Now, think about it like this. Imagine you have 2 personal statements, okay, 2 students, and there's only 1 place left. One student is saying that they've dedicated all of their time to becoming good at this subject. They're trying to do everything they can to be as good as they can be in this subject. The other student says, oh, I'd kind of like to learn this, but I've not really done much yet to be good at it. which of the two, imagine even if it was a job, which of the two are you going to give the job to? Or which of the two are you going to think, do you think it will be accepted? Obviously the first one. So you want to make sure that you are the first one, yeah? You want to make sure that you are that person. Now, if you haven't done anything yet that would make you that person, what you need to do today is you need to sign up for a bunch of stuff and you need to start doing that. And then you just mention that, okay, you say, I have signed up to this and that. I've started doing this and that. And really just basically you want to try and show your kind of like dedication and your commitment. Okay, good. Okay. So that is the second thing. Now, the next thing, have you done anything at school related to the course? So it's sort of the same kind of question, just specifically in terms of school. Maybe you've joined a club in school or you've joined extra work after school, anything like that, yeah? Okay, now the next thing is about your hobbies. And what you want to do here, okay, is you want to mention hobbies that are specifically related to the course, not just like random ones, but ones that in some type of way they connect to the course, or you can flip them into connecting into the course. Like for example, if you're applying for psychology and you have a hobby of playing football or something like that, you can say, I enjoy playing football with friends. This gives me insight into social situations in which people need to work together and etc. etc. Yeah, this ties into social psychology. Do something like that, basically. Okay, now second last one is any achievements that you have. So anything that you've done, you've got some kind of certificate or trophy or anything like that. Any qualifications that you've gotten. If you notice in my own personal statement, I think near the end, yeah, I mentioned, yes. Okay, so here were a sort of list of like certificates or like achievements that I had at that point. And again, all this just shows sort of credibility. It just shows kind of like you know what you're doing and kind of like you're committed to learning that you're actually going to be like a serious student. Okay. Finally, the last thing, okay, is what you want to do. And I'll put this like maybe near the end or at the end. The last thing you want to mention, okay, is what you want to do after you achieve this degree. So again, what is it that you'd like to do with the knowledge, with the skills? How do you justify them giving you this place and this time, their time? What will you do with it? And your answer, you want to make your answer something which is going to be not just about like yourself making money or something, yeah, which is fine, but you want to make it something to do with how you're going to basically like benefit other people. Yeah, how are you going to benefit other people with the knowledge, okay, or with the skills? Like for me here, and all of this is honest and true. And again, that's another key. When you're writing this, you want to make your answers as honest, as sincere, even maybe as personal as you can, related to the subject, yeah? So for me, when I did this, when I applied to my teaching qualification, this was all honest, yeah? So this was all, I basically said that it's my mission to try and help young people to do what I'm doing right now even. And this was before I built my school and everything else. This was just sort of my vision. So you want to make sure you let them know, I'm really serious, and here's what I'm going to do with this knowledge, here's what I'm going to do with the skills, and here is how it will help people, yeah? Here's how it will make the world sort of better. That's what you want to do. Okay, so that is sort of the basics of personal statement kind of writing. Okay, I don't actually even need to explain this because I just explained it all with this. Yeah, so that's the basics of personal statement writing. Now, in terms of things to avoid, so here's sort of where I'll finish. In terms of what to avoid, number one, don't lie on your personal statement, okay? Don't lie. It won't make it better. It will just make it worse. Especially if the person's been doing it for a long time, they'll be able to tell that you're kind of lying. So don't lie, that's number one. Apply for something that you're actually interested in. Apply for something that, and here's a very good, quick way to find out what to apply for. Think about your subjects in school. Which ones were easy? Which ones were fun? Which ones did you enjoy learning about? which ones did you enjoy doing? Combine those together and they'll give you a rough idea of which direction to go in, okay? So pick something you're actually interested in, that you actually want to learn about, and then other basic things, don't put in quotes, don't try and sound kind of complicated. Yeah, keep the language formal, but it doesn't need to be very complex, or they just need to be able to read it and to see, okay, this kid right here, they're really interested in the subject, they really want a position, they're doing everything they can to try and get it, and if they get it, when they complete their course, their apprenticeship, their degree, qualification, they're going to use it to make things better for people. They're going to be a good sort of representative of our institution or company or business, whatever. That's what you want to do, yeah? If you do that, you've got the sort of qualifications or whatever, if you do that, then there's a very high chance of you getting in. Okay? If you have any questions, just put them in the comments, and good luck, yeah? Good luck. I'll put this document, actually, I'll put this document in the comments, yeah? So on TikTok, I just realized I can put it in the TikTok comments too, yeah? I'll put the document in the comments. Yeah, good luck, yeah? Good luck.